How's it going, friends of the channel? How are we today? We're going to look at one of those tools that we love so much. One of those all-in-one tools that gathers everything an Amazon seller might need and puts it under one umbrella, from the PL part to the keyword search part, and which I have recommended to you on many occasions. I think in the LinkedIn mini newsletter or on this very channel. It's called Sellerise, and it's a tool designed for Amazon seller. Works for most Amazon marketplaces and has a ton of features. In fact, it's an all-in-one, and we're going to take a look at it now. Hello, how's it going? Well, as I was saying, here we have Sellerise. What is this tool? A very interesting all-in-one for Amazon sailors. And to show you how interesting it is, take a look at the number of features we have here. The dashboard, which is what I'm looking at right now. The finance section with sales and profit, profit and loss. A very interesting feature is the ABC product analysis. In A, we would have the best. In B, those that can be improved. And in C, those we would like to move to Group B to boost sales. Then the entire section of manual adjustments. The payouts, meaning how much money Amazon owes me and when they will pay it. The subscribe and save dashboard, which is to view all the subscription details. How many subscribe and save orders do I have? Then we have one. In beta, which is the dashboard for PPC. The smart alerts to act in real time on the listings. The entire section for reviews to request feedback from customers, download reviews, or this one, which is also very interesting, which is for removing bad reviews and is compile. Compile with Amazon's terms of service. That is, we can remove reviews, but we won't have any legal issues with Amazon for removing those negative reviews. More features that this has: the entire keyword tracker section, keyword processor, keyword searcher, keyword re-ranker, we'll see what that is, and this new one here, which is the SQP Insights, which is basically to have more information about keywords. And some advanced metrics. Then we have the entire refund section, where it looks at lost inventory, damaged inventory by Amazon, and also FBA fees that have been incorrectly charged to us. An inventory manager, shipping documents, and this here, which is very interesting, especially if we do arbitrage, or if we have private label products that might end up in the adult category, is an adult checker to see if the product we are going to upload or the product we have on hand might receive the adult product warning, which you already know means we disappear from certain searches and cannot run advertising campaigns. Let's start from the beginning, which is the dashboard. And as you can see, it has a series of presets that we can create. We can create a preset from scratch and call it, well, I don't know, test, for example. Okay, well, test, we create it. And from here, we could generate our own little graphs to view on this home, on this dashboard. I can add to it new charts. And as you can see, here we have, well, some, right? The one for sales and net profit. Some finance widgets, sales, product sales, net profit, margin, taxes, FBA fees, referral fees, promotion fees, SCOGs, etc. Okay, with all this, as you can see, we have a bunch of pre-designed widgets that we can add to our dashboard. For example, maybe I'm interested in adding the subscribe and save one. And so when I enter, I already find myself today's sales, yesterday's sales, then the refunds, how much money Amazon owes me, and the last pending payment. And here I would find my widget, the one I just added. As you can see, many more can be added. It can be changed. Timeline, we can even, which they don't have. All the tools, compare periods. And well, the previous period, the previous month, the previous quarter, the previous year, etc. Also, daily or weekly tracking. And as you can see, a super complete dashboard where I could generate several presets. Well, the preset for advertising, the preset for finance, the preset for the warehouse, etc. Then it has a very detailed finance section. As you can see here, well, as I was saying, we have the sales and profit, the profit and loss, etc. And if we go to each of these reports, we can see that there is a hyper detailed view of everything happening within our Amazon account. Sales. Net margin, percentage margin, how much I've spent on PPC, and then we can see it by products. We can search for the product, create product groups, which is very interesting because in the end, we might be interested in having product groups by brand, by category, or whatever. We can filter by SKU, by ASIN, or by Perinasin. And we can have different views of how this information is displayed. As you can see here, we have everything. This is the product, this is the logistics, this is the SKU, the sales, the net profit, orders, and units. How many have come from advertising? How many have come from promotions and coupons? Subscribe and save. Refunds. How much stock do we have left? And how much stock is in transfer? Brutal. Because we see a ton of information on a single small screen, but it doesn't end here. Then we have the PL. And in the PL, as it should be, we have the breakdown of everything we've sold and everything we've spent on that sale. Product sales, taxes. Promotion sum, shipping. Taxes on shipping, gift wrapping. Taxes on gift wrapping, the COX. All taxes added up. The MAO FBA. Fees, the referral fees. The advertising expenses, how much do the sponsors cost me? Brands in display, in video sponsor, TV sponsor, products, etc. Everything that is refunds, how much we have in refunded sales, refunded commissions, etc. And other expenses, where we could include a series of costs that come from us or that come from Amazon. All those silly fees we have, many of them in FBA and charged by Amazon. And so in the end, what we can see is how much money I've earned, how much clean margin I have, and what the ROI of the entire operation is. As you can see, all of this can be broken down by months, days, weeks, quarters, or years. And it can be managed for all products to product groups or exported to an Excel file. More things. The ABC analysis. This is one of my favorites. As you can see here, we have the entire product catalog. And what it tells us is whether they belong to Group A, Group B, or Group C. What does it mean? Well, look, Group A, which accounts for 50% of the total account profit. Group B then, which makes up 80%. Yes, along with Group A, they make up 80% of the accumulated profit of the account, and the C group is not much. If we add 80% here, then here we have the remaining 15% of the products that bring profit to the account. As you can see here, the interesting metric is the sharing profit. This one here is 34%, 22%, 14%, and here we can already see how there are products more of long tail, let's say, that don't bring much profit to the account. In fact, they are classified into C1 and C2 because these are already the 5% of the long tail of the account's profit. All of this, well, we can do it by the product's profit, by the product's sales, by the product's unions, and maybe by sales. Well, we see that the share is different and that some products, instead of falling into the C category, fall into the B category. So we have a very visual analysis of what the products classified into groups are, those that bring the most, those that bring the least, and those that bring an average amount. More things, manual adjustments. Well, here basically what we can do is create manual adjustments on the PL, that is, create expenses that are one-time, daily, weekly, or monthly. For example, I am paying $2,000 per month as a fee to the agency in the United States, and this is for the month of February. And if it's for a specific product or a specific cost category, I can enter it here. If I have a daily cost or a one-time cost or, I don't know, warehouse cost, office rental cost, labor cost, because in Q4 I have to bring in more employees into the warehouse, well, I can enter it here. And here we have all the manual adjustments that have been made in the account so far. More things. Payouts. Well, as I was saying, this is the money Amazon owes us and roughly when they are going to pay us. This is obviously based on the data that Amazon itself provides us in the Payments tab. See, here we see the product payout, the details, well, all the sales we've made, the FBA fees, the manual adjustments, advertising, other transactions, and how much money it takes us. Amazon, we can view it in Payment View, Tail View, or in a Graph View. More things we find here include the Subscribe and Save dashboard, which is basically for products that have recurrence and the Subscribe and Save feature activated. allowing us to see the evolution, how much we have billed, how many units, how many active subscribers I have, and what is the average discount I have for each of those subscribe and save. And obviously we have the metrics associated with subscribe and save for each product. More things. This is currently in beta. It's the PPC dashboard, which is basically to take a look at all our PPC sales and expenses, sponsored products, brand display, videos, sponsored TV, and all any types at once. We can view it in daily view for yesterday, the last 30 days, or customized. And basically what we see is the profit, how much I have spent, what the CTR is, the cost per click, the ACOS, and the cost each time. And as you can see, here we can also take a look at the level of asylum and campaign. So it's a direct connection with the advertising console to view the data. Rather painted, let's say, more shown than within the advertising console. Another thing we have are the alerts. They are basically an alert system. It will read to notify us of little things that happen. Not just changes within the listings, the typical thing that the title has changed. No, it's more focused on inventory issues, out of stock issues, or seller feedback, topics. And then we have a series of things that also alert us, like a negative review has appeared on page 1. The dimensions have changed. I've lost the mailbox. Someone has come in trying to hijack my product listing. The product listing has been suppressed. The shipment requires additional information. It's extracted from inventory. The ratings have dropped, etc. As you can see, it has a ton of alerts, in fact, many more than other competitors out there, like Daniel Scout or Gideon Penn. And we can also configure whether or not to receive those alerts, both through async and, as we saw before, product groups, etc. In other words, this is a complete alert manager that sends direct alerts to our email to keep us informed about what's happening with our products. Then we have the review section. Well, this is the reviews dashboard, and here we can basically see the evolution of the reviews and details about them. Like how many we have gained over time, what is the conversion rate from sales to reviews, what are the most common phrases within the reviews, how many are negative, how many have been deleted, etc. And then we can go on to see things like, what would be my goal? Well, I can define it. My goal would be to gain up to 2,626 reviews. To do this, to cover a 1-star review, you would need to generate 12 5-star Rust-Own reviews. If I want to have a majority of 5-star reviews on the same goes for a majority of 3-star, 2-star, or 1-star reviews. Basically, what Sellerise does is calculate how many reviews we need to reach a goal of 5 stars, 3 stars, 2 stars, etc. Here we can also see how many reviews we have gained over time, the total number of orders, the total number of reviews, what the average is, what the average rating is, and also the conversion from sale to review. As you can see here, we have reviews against orders. So how many reviews have come in compared to the number of orders that have been placed in a specific period of time. But it doesn't stop there, because we can do more things like the review requester, which is to automatically request reviews from our customers. Here we have the configuration, and hey, include feedback of 4 or 5 stars, repeat customers, exclude refunds. Send it 5 days after I have shipped the product. And this way, I can configure it for each of the products and automatically request that they leave a review to get more feedback on the product listings. Then we have the option to download the reviews, which is done through the Sellerise Chrome extension, similar to what HA has to download reviews directly from the product listings. And then we have a very interesting tool that practically none of Sellerise's competitors have, which is the Review Puncher, which is basically how to remove negative reviews that have been placed on our listings. This is done automatically, and what we can do is configure it. Hey, so if a 1-star review is generated, what can we do? Give them a courtesy refund, or send them a message through customer support, or ignore it, or send a customer support message, and if possible, if not, then give them a refund. The same for 2-star, 3-star reviews. And all this automates a flow of communications with the customer to try to get them to remove the negative review. As I mentioned at the beginning, all of this complies with Amazon's terms of service, so they won't ban our account for requesting these things. The next point we have is the entire keybox section. Here we have a keyword tracker, which is basically to input keywords into an ASIN, and it tells us if we are going up, going down, or staying the same. Then we have the keyword processor section, which is similar to Helium 10's magnet. We input some keywords here, and what it does is separate them one per line, by spaces, by commas, etc. It's a simple keyword processor. Then we have the keyword hunter, which is basically for searching keywords in these marketplaces. I enter a bike seat here, search, and it gives me related keywords, related brands, related categories, and how the performance of this keyword evolves over time. Look at all the metrics it provides, how many searches it has, clicks, sales, how much it earns, the top one, the top two, the top three. That typical information we get from Amazon Brand Analytics, Sellerise provides it directly here and also in tab format. More things we can extract here is the keyword re-ranked, and essentially what we can do is enter an ASIN in one of these 4 markets and search, and it will tell us what additional information we can do to rank this keyword better. As you can see here, we have keywords that are already ranking, which products are competing against this one, and it provides us with opportunity keywords that we could rank or re-rank for this product. As you can see, we have a series of keywords here that could work well, which do not have much competition and have an addiction conversion, meaning it gives us clues about keywords that we could rank or re-rank for our passive. Well, and finally we have the SQP Insights, which as you can see is new. That's why this modal appears. And what it does is analyze the sales funnel and user behavior in the search results. How does it do it? Well, basically, I enter a search here, for example. This product for men, Tupper Bear. And it tells me what the performance index is, whether it has performed better than in the previous period, how many impressions, clicks, sales, total keywords that are ranking, new keywords, and lost keywords. And here I have the market sales analytics. For products and the brand, the impressions, it has had clicks, ATC, is add to cart, sales, impression share, click share, add to cart share, sales share, how much we are paying per click, the cost of add to cart, and the cost per sale. Where this product is selling the most by US state. This is amazing. What are the terms, the keywords that are most used for searching and buying? How many are being lost? And then we have all these keywords with different statuses. What statuses does this have? Well, our product is not there. We have won it. We have lost it. We have maintained it. It is without a new keyword, or we are not using it with color inches to better see which keywords we still have working there, which ones we are not there, or which ones we have lost. As you can see, it is a massive sales funnel analysis from search to purchase. What is the share we have in each search, and what is the share we have in each purchase? And basically, what we have to do here is enter the product name, search for it, and from there, we will extract all of these. Well, then we have the whole refund section, which I won't elaborate on much, because basically what this does is identify potential FBA refunds that we might have in our account so that we can request them from Amazon. What interests me more is perhaps what Sellerise's competitors don't have, which is this part here, the FBA fee refunds section. Many of these programs that compete against Sellerise focus only on this part, which is the lost inventory and damaged inventory, but not on the FBA fees that have been charged to me, because the product dimensions have changed in the warehouse and they charge me more or other similar situations. And here they are indeed, showing me and telling me exactly what I need to do to create a case and get my money back. So very cool. This is in beta version, but it will improve over time and they will keep adding more features. Okay, let's go to the inventory part. And as you can see here, what we have is a simple but effective stock and inventory manager. It tells us how much stock we have, how much stranded inventory we have, and how many units we are selling per day of these products, which obviously allows us to know if we have stock left or not. More things we can see, well, the same. How many sales we are making daily in the last 90 days, in the last 30 days. Let's see more things here. What the COGS are, what the estimated sales are, what the estimated profit is. Here we have the COGS per unit. More things we can see. The shipping costs, the return on investment, what the product package workshop is, how much it costs us to store this product monthly, books, more things we can see. These are also the ratios per unit and so on, and storage surcharges, and how many days we have left before we run out of inventory at the current sales pace. All of this can obviously be seen at the SKU level, ASIN or parent ASIN, and we can also include orders that are from Amazon's multi-channel fulfillment. So it's simple, but the truth is that it gives us quite a bit of data to consider for inventory movements we might have in the next 30, 60, 90 days. Then we have part B, the shipping documents, which basically show us the documents for each of the shipments we've made to the FBA warehouses. Why is this important? Well, look, because it's hard to find within the logistics center, and because when we need to recover certain reimbursements, we have all the documents here to generate, to download, making it much easier to find the documentation we need to claim those products that have been lost or to claim those products that are damaged. And finally, we have the adult checker, which is basically to check if a URL in any of these marketplaces might have been classified as adult content. As you know, this is a practice that is usually done via Black Hat, where basically what a competitor does is claim that the product you are selling could be for adults, and what it does is block all your advertising campaigns plus other little things that might happen to you. It's a simple tool that's included as an extra, but where Sellerise is really powerful is in the entire finance section, the alert section, the part about removing negative reviews, both in searching for keywords and SQP Insights for the entire brand funnel, and also in the refunds and inventory section, which isn't bad. They are simple tools, but they are a bonus that Selena gives us. Then, in terms of configuration, we have a lot of settings like the more general part, the more account-focused part. You can add up to 10 different accounts, and as you can see here, we have selling partner permissions, advertising permissions, and seller central permissions, which means you can extract data from our entire seller account, and we can add up to 10 accounts. For which marketplaces does it work? Well, you can see here that it works for America and Europe. What types of subscriptions are there? Well, they range from the workshop at $19.99 per month up to $5.99. In this case, I'm indeed viewing the demo of the Pro Select, which has a few extras, such as, for example, these ones. Here, Keyword Hunter and Keyword Right Ranker, which are only for the Pro version. But you should know that starting at $19 per month, you have this tool and can use most of its features. And then we have the collaborator section in case you want to add a new collaborator, a virtual assistant, etc. We can have up to 6 possible collaborators to whom different permissions can be assigned, so they can only access the refund section if we have a virtual assistant looking for FBA refunds, or the keyword search section if we have a virtual assistant doing keyword research for us. All of this, as you can see, is in a very simple, well-designed, and cool interface. It is useful for Amazon seller and is especially good for multitasking, multi-tool purposes. If you are looking for an alternative to a Helium pen, for example, or to a Jungle Scout, although Jungle Scout has far fewer features than Seller, but if you are looking for an alternative to these two software, Seller is a very good tool. I hope this demo has been useful to you. I will leave a link in the description so you can try the tool. And as always, thank you very much and see you in the next video.